lost my body? Tiger shark bit it clean off. I was saving Ronaldo from a body surfing accident.
This is awful.
He won't shut the fuck up.
This is awful, bro.
Should I mute his
putting
mic?
on my therapist hat.
You
for a
can, wait.
second.
Just grab the
Tell
head,
me
bro.
about your issues
Pass
with
me the
your
head.
daddy.
Come on, you can do this. I can shut him off in real time, or he's not gonna shut the fuck up. Set it up. Welcome to the Sofa Kingdom podcast with your host Nelson
Yeah.
Ed?
and our very special guest.
Hi, I'm Deadpool. But my current state, more like dead puddle.
I'm sure this is a joke that's gonna get old really quickly.
Oh, yeah. That's
But for the time being,
it works.
it works.
Whoa, that's an Ugg mug.
All right.
Oh, that's fucked up, man. He's insulting you as you sit down to drink coffee. That's fucked up, bro. Fucking Deadpool's head, man.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing like it.
Fucking wish.com Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, you got such a nice smile. It's almost like you had a happy childhood.
This is good. I like
This is good. Yeah. It can come at any time. It can come at any time.
much like all of us can.
Yes, that's right. So, have you guys seen Deadpool?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wolverine.
No, Thursday night.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing movie.
It amazingly gave me the faith back in Marvel, which I didn't think was going to happen.
Yep.
Yes.
And it also made me lose all faith in IGN.
What did IGN happen to say about this
IGN
fantastic
gave it a
movie?
7. So I'm going into
Really?
it. Yeah, so I'm going into
What do
it.
they want then?
They gave Furiosa a 10, bro.
IGN.
I was like, as soon as that scale right there, I'm like, you're fucked. You're
Yeah.
fucked in the head. Like,
Yeah.
Whoever's reviewing these things are out of touch with reality.
their credibility has been slowly going downhill over like the last 2-3 years, where you're getting reviews that are more politically motivated versus like, hey, just review the fucking content.
Oh, it's
and,
gone with me now.
and let us know what it is.
Yeah.
Like if you want an opinion piece,
Yeah.
you have your own blog,
Yeah.
Like, did you go
but
into...
your review
But
of geek culture,
Let's
do your job.
Let's ask Deadpool's head what he thinks of IGN.
Listen, dumb crunch. I may have lost my body in a freak car wash accident, but I still have teeth.
Close enough.
that was very helpful.
Thanks a lot, Deadpool's head.
No. I mean, I don't know. The person that watched it and reviewed it, I don't know what the fuck they were looking for. I mean,
Yeah.
were you looking for like Dances with Wolves?
Yeah.
Like what?
It wasn't gonna get any better. That was like peak Deadpool, peak Wolverine.
It was amazing.
All the anger, all the rage. I think they broke a record for the amount of deaths in like the first 2 minutes of an opening Marvel movie or some
was-
shit like that.
Yeah. The car fight scene, I was like, bro,
That car fight scene.
Yes.
this is ridiculous.
That was
This is
fantastic.
fucking
Okay, tell me though, favorite cameo of the movie.
I mean,
Spoilers
yeah.
in abundance.
Oh fuck yeah!
Spoilers of fucking plenty.
If you have not seen this movie,
Then
you
go
need
fuck
to
yourself, number
fucking
one.
you need to not be listening right now.
Goddamn right.
But to be fair, this will probably be out Wednesday.
Yeah.
So all
Yeah,
the
that's
spoilers
true.
are out there anyway.
Yeah.
It's enough days.
Yeah, Deadpool, what do you think of anybody who hasn't seen your movie?
Hey, Bub, I'm the second best at doing what Wolvie does, so, like, don't mess with the head, brah.
He's not really on cue with,
No,
with the threats, bro.
What if he did some drugs before?
He probably did a lot of drugs. No, but favorite cameo for me, Blade. It was probably the most unexpected cameo of the movie.
Yeah, that's got to be the most because I want to say they don't get along in real life.
No,
who? Ryan Reynolds and
Wesley
Yeah,
Snipes.
I
Wesley
believe they had a bit of a falling out during the Blade franchise, and
yeah.
you know what? What a better time to grow and rehash things.
Listen, I think the biggest twist for me was Chris Evans.
Yeah,
Oh, that was.
that
Everybody thought
that
that
was-
was Captain America.
that was such a surprise.
Everybody.
Including me.
Yes.
Including me. I won't even lie. I was like, oh my
When
God.
he said "flame on," I freaked the fuck out.
Bro,
I was like, "What?"
Yeah,
I almost died. I almost died in the movie theater at that
Bro,
moment.
did you stay after? Did you stay after for the scene?
Yes.
Where it's actually Chris Evans saying all
yeah.
that fucked up
Oh,
shit?
that's so good.
I was like, bro, he said it. He said it.
Here's the thing. He didn't. And I'll tell you why. When you really watch him, he clicks and the camera switches. click, click. So he goes into an alternate version. Even the suit is slightly different than the original suit from when he's because I was watching so intently with everything. He's like, look, I'm gonna show you guys. And you see like there's the camera where he's watching him, and then it goes click, click. And then I was like, this motherfucker. In pure Deadpool fashion.
It was pretty goddamn.
It was
amazing.
good.
Yeah,
It was good.
it was a love letter and a send off for like it was like a death of like the Fox Marvel franchise.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it was a love letter to all of it.
No.
And then
Like, thank you for all the good and the bad.
Getting
Yes.
Channing Tatum
Yes.
to finally be in there as Gambit was fucking hilarious.
Oh, and
Making
the way he
him-
worded it, he's like, did you really play Gambit or did you just really want to play Gambit?
But the incoherency of the
Yes.
fact that you couldn't understand what
Who's
he
your
was saying
fucking voice coach, Minions?
was so.
I feel like we're missing dialogue.
It's so goddamn good.
It was, yeah, and the fight scene when they charged pinfalls, I was like, dude, this
Yes.
is like...
Man. Yes.
Wesley Snipes, it was good, because like they're like, where'd you get that? They pulled the rocket launcher. Where'd you get that? The Punisher. Which one? There's been 5 of them. He's like, there's only ever been one blade. I was like, there you go.
And then they look back at him like,
Yeah.
yes.
For now, yeah.
Absolutely.
For now, there's only ever been one.
Censored again. PG-13.
Thanks, Deadpool's head.
Thanks, man. Thanks for chiming in.
We really appreciate you. It's
I'm not sure what they're probably going to release, I don't know what the opening weekend numbers are yet, but it's got to be like the biggest movie this summer.
they said it's the 6th largest opening of a movie all time.
Okay.
Definitely the number 1
This year.
R-rated opening movie of all time.
Okay.
So, but it's
You got
it's
because
up
Avatar,
there.
Titanic, and like Endgame, they're all PG.
I think what's
Yeah.
happening is any of the non-believers, any of the people that have been feeling jaded or left out, like these movies are sucking, they're hearing how great it is.
Yeah.
And it's going to pick up a lot of steam.
Well, there's people that I know that don't watch any of the Marvel stuff, but
They go for Deadpool.
is on the list because it's a funny enough comedy
Yeah.
that they're
Yes.
like, it's a good movie.
It's a buddy comedy too.
Yeah.
It's like it's on the same thing as like Bad Boys,
Beverly Hills Cop
Yes,
kinda
It's
deal.
got that vibe going to it.
Yeah.
So you kind
Which
of
is much more murder and carnage and savagery.
Oh, there was some like lady next to me because the theater I watched it in Thursday night was packed. There was no
Yeah.
open seats, and
Yeah.
like the lady next to me was this really heavy set Spanish lady, and like I could tell her and her son went to see it. Her son probably dragged her along to see it,
Right.
And like with all the gratuitous violence, every time it was happening next to me, she's like. And like covering her eyes. And I felt so fucking bad for her. There's like fingers in people's heads, and she's like over there squirming. I'm like, "Are you all right?"
You all right? You having a
The
good time?
opening scene alone
Oh,
with Wolverine's body.
fighting with Wolverine's skeleton.
Was amazing.
He's like, I'm not a science guy, but I'm pretty sure you're dead.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're
I'm
dead.
pretty sure you're fucking dead. Like,
I would say the cameo I could have done without was the fake Juggernaut. Now, that's my only nitpickiness.
it was the Fox
It was a
Juggernaut.
variant. It was a variant Juggernaut, but it wasn't the same actor.
It was the Juggernaut that was based on mutant powers and not on the totem that gives him magical powers.
Correct.
Yes.
But I have no complaints of this movie
Yeah.
whatsoever. I thoroughly enjoyed every
The
fucking
fight
second.
with
of it.
Sabretooth was quick.
As
Yes.
it should be. As it should be.
Yeah.
Yes, you've got healing factors. Wolverine is basically an assassin and a samurai.
Yep.
And one of the best mutant superheroes to ever do it.
In their
of course
fights,
he's going to cut your fucking head
in their
off.
fights in the comic books. Though Sabretooth often
Yeah, it goes
Yes,
Yeah.
but
it goes
because
back and forth pretty
Wolverine
well.
is
Yeah.
holding back. So this is a Wolverine that doesn't hold back. Picture, it's like Superman versus Batman. Everybody's like, Batman with enough prep time can beat Superman.
you're one
Blah, blah,
friend.
blah,
You're
blah,
one
blah.
friend that comes on the podcast.
Oh
argues
yes,
for
no,
me.
but there's a lot of people like that. He is representing an entire group of people who think Batman
an
can
entire
beat
group
anyone.
of fucking idiots. Listen, it's on site. It's on site.
It's on site.
Yeah. If I
and-
challenge you to a fight, it's a fight. It's not like, okay,
Correct.
listen, I'm going to fight you a year from now, and you're not going to know about my prep, and I'm going to be doing all this prep. No! Fight!
Yes.
You meet each other.
Yes. You think that Batman is as good as Deadpool?
No.
Who's the top assassin?
There is a badass fight in one of the cartoons
in DC, Deathstroke,
with
probably?
Batman and
Yeah.
Shredder in a crossover with the
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles.
Really? And who wins?
Batman does kind of come up on top on that one, but it is a really like
Close fight.
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, and
I can see that.
And Deadpool, like, how the fuck is Batman gonna hurt Deadpool?
He can't.
Exactly.
And that's the whole thing. He would have to incapacitate him.
It's like Batman versus Wolverine. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wolverine wins.
Look, even if
You're a man. You are a very rich and powerful man.
The
but you're a
height
man.
accurate Wolverine that they had.
yes.
Oh, yeah, the beginning?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That
was
shit was
fucking
perfect.
That shit was great.
Bro, Cavalry.
Cavalry.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I was like, dude, that looks great.
He
was enormous.
He was fucking huge.
Yes,
like,
that's
whoa.
what I'm saying. He was far too huge.
What role?
Deadpool's like, we'll be so much better you than they were. We'll treat you so much better than they
It would
did.
have been great though to then give the homage to the Harry Potter Wolverine to see the Daniel Radcliffe.
Oh, that would have been
cool.
fantastic.
That would have been cool.
When he headbutted the camera and broke it, he goes, "Suck it, Fox. I'm Disney now." We never did find out why Chris Hemsworth was crying.
and you know I do.
Why is Thor crying?
Next
Wait a minute,
movie.
what?
Okay, again too, fantastic. It wasn't even Chris Hemsworth. When you watch it again, that face is a Chris Hemsworth imposter.
It's all very.
It was so very close. Yeah, it was a variant. It was a variant. Like I went into watching this, like I took like 4 alpha brains and I'm sitting there and I'm just like, I'm gonna look at every fucking Easter egg.
And there's
Now I could be wrong because I've only seen it once.
there's a lot of Easter eggs. I've seen
There was.
one video that it's over an hour long with Easter eggs.
Yeah. Well, you were telling me even things I didn't realize. It's like they put so much shit in here.
Yeah.
You have to watch the movie
Yeah,
multiple
in
times.
the trailer, one of the funniest little gags is when they're in front of the store that they bust through the windshield there, and it's Liefeld's feet only. Liefeld is a very famous comic book illustrator who always didn't do the feet. He cut the panels off so the feet were gone or they were behind the thing. He hated doing feet and he was god awful at it. So
That's great.
Liefeld's feet only.
I guess Deadpool wants to be heard. I don't know.
Thank you for that.
This motherfucker. Jimmy Chunga.
Thank you for that.
At this point, they could probably make an updated version where you could just type out what you want him to say.
You can. So not only can you type out what you want to say, there's a practical joke mode. So like you can hide his head inside of a
Hey,
refrigerator.
did you find the secret button yet? Ooh.
So you can do
Nice.
custom pranks
I love doing.
where you hide him in boxes. So not until it's moved does he activate. Or in the fridge where the light is dark, and when you open it, it's light sensitive, and then it starts talking. And it goes and it scares you if you open the fridge. You can set it up next to somebody in the bed. You can absolutely set it up for like a party mode where like he's just kind of like chilling and engaging. Fireworks for party mode.
Party mode active. Oh! I like the way you think. Let's take this party to the next level!
So he just kind of outbursts the entire time. He's like something, political talk,
Yeah,
something.
totally. Wow, we're like twinsies.
Do you think people will use this inappropriately?
Hey, what's a good
Absolutely.
place for a swim and a schwitz in this town?
Goddamn.
So it definitely has its.
Yeah, don't I know it?
Thank
But
you.
tell me, have you ever walked in on your Nana knitting?
That's actually pretty fucking good. All right.
Okay, fair enough. Something I've always wanted to ask you, though. What's your favorite fruit snack?
I turned party
Gushers.
mode off,
Gushers.
so he should be
Yeah, why is he
listening.
still talking?
Okay,
This one's
you lost me there. Someone get me away from this freak show.
Here, let's try this.
There we go.
Shapeshifters? You're all a bunch of shapeshifters? Morph?
Party mode does not want to shut off.
Great.
I gotta see if there's a way to disengage this. Okay, I got him. And mute.
Thanks.
Good job.
Maybe.
Success.
Success, I think.
He's quiet for more than 30 seconds.
All right, I think we did it. I think we
matter
did
of
it.
time.
But you know what? To be fair, he doesn't really shut the fuck up in real life either.
Yeah.
So it's quite appropriate that he just keeps fucking ranting shots off and shit.
And we're back with our exclusive interview with famed zombie hunter Benjamin Franklin. So, Ben, how's Diggs?
If you want, you can reach over and grab the head.
No.
Fascinating.
Bro, just grab the head.
No, this is...
All right, look, he doesn't have a thick shaft over there, but you can still grab
And
the head.
what impacts would that have on the economy? And my 401k.
401k.
You did this. You did this.
So we have to live with it?
We have to live with it.
We have to live with the decision. Fine.
Oh, good one. You're hilarious. Great troop.
This is great.
Bro, I swear to God. How do I turn off this? It won't. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for your brave words. You really touched me.
I believe it is broken.
I went into mute mode on.
Next, to 4 out of 5, dentists really recommend your
He won't shut the fuck up.
Well, 3 out of 7
The
scientists say
space in between each joke is getting smaller
Find out
and
on
smaller.
Okay, I swear to
You know what?
Did he come with your car?
If
This
that's
is not playing. This
if
is
that's
not
the way
playing.
mute mode is supposed to work, that is hilarious. It keeps talking more when you try to mute it.
Yeah. Okay, so
Everybody says I talk too much.
I have the app, and I'm supposed to be able to control it from here, and it's completely fucking malfunctioning right now. All right, I think he's done.
I don't know how comfortable I feel right now.
He's always watching
This
you.
thing just fucking explodes.
He's always watching you. I think he's good. He's got enough to say.
Comment se dice, make me say, Ronaldo, can you help me out here?
We're good?
We're good. All right,
Okay.
we're good. All right.
K-pop is not for
No,
sissies.
not good. Not
Okay.
K-pop is not for sissies.
Okay.
All right. So, I mean, I feel like with this movie being out, it's definitely a step in a right direction.
Yep.
And now they can only fuck it up for themselves. The next movie
Yeah.
has to be a smash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they've taken a lot of time off, and they're kind
I'm
of
sorry, what were you
resetting
saying?
a bunch of stuff. So hopefully, they actually do manage with this time they've taken
Look
and
at
slowing
you,
things down to
talking
kind of
to
get
a
things
toy.
back in order.
You must be super popular.
This motherfucker.
I know.
I do like the fact that Eddie's trying to have like a
He's trying
real
to act
serious
like he's
conversation.
I'm trying to just barrel through it, but it is still going on in the background.
Hold on.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, would you rather be sat on by the blob or stepped on by Thumbelina?
Stepped on by Thumbelina.
Yep.
Thumbelina's giant.
Yeah.
I'd have to go with the blob. He's big, but so squishy. It's like being wrapped in a giant bean burrito.
I think you'd rather
Excuse me.
Thumbelina.
You want to know how I lost my body? Tiger shark bit it clean off. I was saving Ronaldo from a body surfing accident.
This is awful.
He won't shut the fuck
This
up.
is awful, bro.
Should I mute his
putting
mic?
on my therapist hat. for
You
a
wait.
second.
Just grab the
Tell
head,
me
bro.
about your issues
Pass
with
me
your
the head.
daddy.
Come on, you can do this. I can shut him off in real time, or he's not gonna shut the fuck up. All right, sorry, Deadpool's head.
Tell me, is there anything missing in your life?
Yes, actually.
All right, goodbye, Deadpool's head.
That's unusual.
Now, if the off switch also didn't work,
That would
That'd
be
be funny.
amazing.
that would have been
That would be a great practical joke. Like there's a second off switch that only the user manual knows where it's at, and it's got to be like in his eyeball or some shit like that.
And peace and quiet.
Back to reality here.
God, that
I
got
wonder if
old.
there's a way to turn it on from the
That
from
got
here.
old so quick.
It did.
God damn it.
And I knew it would, right? To be fair, we discussed it was going to get old, but the novelty idea of it is funny for like 30 seconds.
It is.
You need to be able to set the interval of how quickly it retorts.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing is that
Worst guess we've had.
Tommy. Tommy's still our number one
You
worst
think?
guest.
You think?
I agree.
Does-
Yeah, I do.
Some
More
redemption. When should he come back?
I'm going to call him. I'll bring Tommy back for another podcast. But we need like 5 people on the couch so we could sit in between two
gonna
guys
be-
and
I'm
he'll
gonna
be
be
really
sick.
Just,
happy.
tell him no vape pen that morning.
Yeah. No, his thing is that he goes heavy in like dab as
Yeah.
well. So that fucking dab shit fucks your brain up,
Yeah.
bro. That's like nuking your brain.
You need to
before
be
do anything.
coherent to be recorded.
Bro, he was like touching me and shit.
Yeah, he's
He sits on your end.
I still have it saved.
what we could do is we could sit like Grant and somebody else who was like completely intolerable.
It'll go Ed, me, Grant, Tommy, you.
He's like, I already sat next to him once. I'm not doing it again.
So you touch my chest. That's all I need.
And then we'll just be like, anytime you touch somebody, you're going to get punched as hard as I can throw in your chest.
In the thigh.
In the thigh, just like whack.
Right in the fucking nerve.
It'll be as annoying as Deadpool's head. It'll just be like whack, whack.
Well, apparently there's a lot of good things coming down the pipe from Marvel now. Like, it's
yes.
I mean, they announced there's 2 Avengers movies, right? Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars.
Yep.
Correct.
2025, 2026.
Yep.
And then the Fantastic Four.
And the Fantastic Four. Robert Downey is apparently back.
Yes, in a big way.
As Victor Von Doom.
Yes, and I like it. I like it.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I see what they're doing, and why not? Bring back a fan favorite. He's like, I don't want to play Iron Man anymore. Make me the villain.
Yep.
And with all the variant shit that's going on, it's kind of dope. But then that leads me to think, okay, then Giancarlo Esposito, they are probably going to have him fill the X-Men Professor X's role.
No, they got him as someone else. They cast him as
Duke Nukem?
No, I forget. They announced this thing. I only saw it briefly, but he is cast as someone else.
Interesting. Not a big role?
It's a character that I don't know much about, to be honest. So I'm not completely sure. Even like the Fantastic Four, as much as I know about them, I never really read much of their comics. You know, it was more like what you saw on the TV and whatnot.
I just don't know when Disney's gonna take away my faith in Marvel again.
Okay, so Sidewinder is who he's playing.
Yeah, I'm not really sure who that is.
Never heard of Sidewinder.
Sidewinder.
The leader of the villainous organization known in the comics as the Serpent Society. It's a dream come true, he told the gathered. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but you know what? Fuck it. I love him as an actor, so I'm here for it.
Yeah, like I know Serpent Society a little bit, mostly from beating the shit out of them in video games.
Yes.
But I really don't know their story all that much.
Okay. But you know what? When they cast the right cast for the right roles, even like a B story that you don't know about can be great.
Somebody else was Sidewinder originally, and then they scrapped all that footage and they brought him in.
Okay.
So either they bumped up the importance of that role, or they filmed a whole lot of stuff and they're like, not good enough.
Look at the big casting that they got now. Look who they went after for the Red Hulk.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah. Which, I mean, congratulations for the guy who played Thunderbolt for like 20 years, and then they went, hey, man, now he's important. Fuck you.
You're out of here. Yeah. But you know what? Okay, I see what they're doing. They're like, how do we gain the faith back of the people that we need? And also, it's a much better tactic than going woke, right?
Yeah.
We want to draw in a bigger fan base, bring bigger actors, leave the content the way it is, bring in bigger name actors, and let the people follow their actors to the movie.
You can't pander to the audience that doesn't show up to your fucking movie.
It's correct. That's correct.
I mean, there you go.
I mean, that's,
If look at Marvel sales before Endgame, look at Marvel sales after Endgame. There you go.
Right. Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely. So I think what they're doing now is it's smarter. They kind of slowed it down, bringing in bigger name actors and actresses, and then they're going to focus their storylines a little bit differently. What they're doing with the Fantastic Four, I also like. They're doing it as a period piece.
Yes.
So they're going back in time. It's going to be the first steps, I believe is what they're calling it for the Fantastic Four. So that it's not lost in the continuity of the rest of the Marvel universe.
I'm still waiting for a Fantastic Four thing to work.
Pedro Pascal can do it, if anybody can.
Fair.
He's the guy that I would bank on because he's done so many great things so far.
Yeah.
I hope that they, with the exception of Wonder Woman 64.
That was DC.
They are,
I was just thinking about it. That's the one thing that I could say, and it wasn't even his fault. It's not that he was a bad actor. It was the fucking script.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, it looks some people are speculating it is a multiverse movie, the Fantastic Four movies that they're doing, and it's going to be plausibly their universe is collapsing, and that's how they end up in the main timeline.
Okay.
So they are introduced as a period piece.
I mean, didn't we have enough? I mean, didn't Deadpool kind of poke fun at that? Like, everything's a multiverse now?
Yes.
But some of it, unfortunately, with the way they have the main universe set up, like they're only introducing adamantium now. They're only introducing mutants now.
Right.
They kind of screwed themselves in some ways because of the way the contract negotiations went with who owns what when and where. Like another famous team up with Deadpool is Spider-Man.
Right.
What's the plausibility of we really getting a Deadpool Spider-Man movie next?
Well, they are now, I think, with the sales that they have, they were talking. Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds made it very publicly clear that they want a Tom Holland movie. They want another movie with the three of them, in which Wolverine and Deadpool just kind of kicked the shit out of Spider-Man the entire time.
Well,
and I'm like, bro, I'm fucking here for it.
Is Tom Holland gonna be okay with an R rating?
Why not?
I don't see why.
Why
Listen,
not?
outside of Spider-Man, he does some weird fucking movies
He
because
does.
he's like, I'm doing here's my artsy thing
Yeah,
in between the movies that make money.
Let me ask you something, though. Would that be the biggest movie of all time? Spider-Man, Wolverine, and Deadpool
I don't know.
together?
Wolverine
know.
and Spider-Man get along in the comics.
They do. And Deadpool has worked with Spider-Man in
Yes.
the comics as well.
I know, but Tom Holland would be like their little gimp. I don't know.
Oh, it would be great. It would be fucking great.
But he's kind of the straight man when they're there because he's like, I don't kill people, and they're like, well, we do.
We do,
well, there
yes.
you go.
So it could be like as they're
funny.
trying to kill people, like they're fighting, and he's trying to save the people they're trying to
I mean, to
kill
be fair,
the
Tom
entire
Holland-
time. Like Wolverine's trying to stab somebody, and it's just like a spider web, boom, toast them against the wall. He's like, "What the fuck, dude? That's no killing."
Tom Holland had the best Marvel movie after Endgame.
Yes.
No Way Home.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only thing that was like the only gleaming light in an ocean of shit.
People love Spider-Man. They
Yeah.
eat Spider-Man up forever.
He's supposed to be to Marvel what Batman is to DC.
I agree.
He's supposed to be.
Yeah,
that,
I agree.
Their figurehead.
But even like Superman, there was a point in time where Superman could do no wrong. And then they were the ones, DC was the ones who made people lose faith in Superman. The one thing that you don't take away from Superman, they took away from him. And I love the Henry Cavill Superman. I love the movie The Man of Steel. I absolutely loved what he did. But when he killed the guy, there was a small part of you that's like, Superman doesn't kill.
Yeah.
That was always his golden rule. He's so benevolent, so powerful. The one thing that keeps him like neutered, so to speak, is the fact that he does not.
He's
kill.
always holding back.
Right. He's always upholding the highest standard
Batman
of superhero.
doesn't kill either, but he's
Batman's a motherfucker. Batman kills all the time in the comic
But he's
books.
an idiot though. And he doesn't. Why doesn't he kill the Joker
Because that is
or Penguin
yeah.
or Croc?
He
Croc's
needs
not human.
He needs
Kill
people.
Croc.
He needs people to play with. He's a fucking retard. He is. He's a fucking. I mean, not so smart person.
Too late. We got it.
Damn it, Deadpool head, save me. He's off.
Yep.
So no, but it's true. Like DC's fucked up a lot of things. But even for Marvel, like I don't think at this point anybody would be mad if they did a complete reboot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be mad.
You know what I mean? Say, hey, we're gonna just start it over. This is the new universe. We're gonna get rid of the multiverse. Everything's included. We're gonna give you the whole Marvel. Like if you just explained it in an interview, it would go viral and everybody like, we're on board.
Yeah.
Let's fucking do it.
Well, I mean, they're going Doomsday then Secret Wars. That right in itself, if they do it correctly, is a reset.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're going to Secret Wars after a big Doctor Doom thing, like I was saying, they got to be going like Cosmic Cube Doom then.
Yeah.
And he's the reason for Secret Wars.
I like it.
Even Beyonder's name got mentioned briefly when they were talking to the people that were writing and directing and all that stuff. Like,
Yeah,
remember the original Secret Wars with this guy? And like, okay. So, good. They know the material.
I would have liked Tony as the Beyonder more. To be honest. But I mean, we'll see where they go with it.
I can see that. Like, I'm really, I love having Robert Downey Jr. back. I am a little torn.
You know that Beyonder is supposed to be this omnipotent being and all this shit. And then when he finally shows up, it's Robert Downey. It'd be like, holy fuck. Like,
I think that's a role you give to Henry Cavill.
That's what I'm thinking where he should go. If
Yeah.
he's only going to be in briefly.
Make him the Beyonder. Make him this all-powerful thing. Everybody loves him. Like, the theater exploded when it was Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
It was fucking great. It
Wolverine.
was one of those moments that people fucking really.
And like,
really
we never saw who Lady Deadpool was, although it is rumored that it's Blake Lively.
It
Yeah,
is.
supposedly
it
it's
is his
her.
wife, Blake
Yeah.
Lively. It would have been funnier if it was like Taylor Swift.
That dog was
That-
fucking hideous.
That was another rumor that it might have been that it may be Taylor Swift, but no, it looks like it was his wife.
It was his wife. Yeah.
The dog was fucking hideous, and like it was just great. Like when it was licking his face, and
Yeah.
you'd see Wolverine like
He's all in. He's all in.
Disgusted.
All into that shit. Yeah. Fuck yeah, man. It's fucking nasty
good.
as shit. Yeah,
and
that
then,
is.
like, and then the Ryan Reynolds with the man bun. And like the giant cock. You're like, what the fuck? Like, what is this? He was all gentle. He didn't have a healing factor.
Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, that was the best part of it. He's like, you're going to live. Say it. I'm going to live. And he's holding him there. What a dick. Like, bro, you know he ain't got healing factors at that point. And, like, the fact that he used him as a human shield when he does, in fact, heal. Like,
he was doing chest compressions on a headless corpse. What are we doing? What are we doing here?
How about the samurai with the really small hands? Where the fuck did that come from?
Well, his arms got cut off.
His arms got cut off, so they were growing back.
His arms got cut off. He tried to bow with his hands that were tiny.
Now that makes sense. Now that makes sense. I was like, where the fuck did
he killed all of them, but then he realized they all have healing factors. I was like, oh, this is stupid. Like,
Kid Pool.
Yeah.
She's like, he's the one with the nastiest mouth out of all of us.
Yeah. I thought he was going to murder the baby at first. I was like, no way. We're not doing this. I was like,
I'm here for it.
I thought he was going to kill baby. Yeah, I was like, no, this is not good.
They really, another thing that they talked about was some of the music, the soundtrack was great.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Throughout.
I've been listening to Madonna since Thursday.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I was in the OR, like, playing that. Like,
when you come my name, it's like a little prayer. Yeah. So they actually went to Madonna after they had the rights.
Yes.
And Ryan Reynolds personally, I don't know if Hugh Jackman went with him to speak with her, and they showed her the clip. They're like, this is what we're using it for. She loved it. Completely on board. She's like, I only have one little note. And Ryan Reynolds was like, fuck yeah. They actually went back based off of her note, reshot some of the sequences to add more of the Madonna song in there. And whatever the note was, because he couldn't say it at the time because this was prior to the movie coming out.
Yeah.
They nailed it. So I'm curious to see what it was. Yeah.
Let her add her flair to it.
It would have been great if they would have brought her in at some point to like singing in the background or some shit. I would have been here for it.
That would have been funny.
I would have been here for it. So,
yeah.
I thoroughly just enjoyed it for the first time in a long time. Like, this was a movie experience worthy of going to the movies.
Yeah. It restored my faith in Marvel, which I did not think was capable. Mm-hmm. I mean, I talk shit on Disney and Marvel every time we're pretty much on this podcast.
Yes.
Yep. But if they can do things like this going forward, I'm back in.
Allow the writers and directors to tell the story.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just, yes, exactly. That's the main point. But also, like, tell the story as it is. People want to go see their characters do the shit that they do. I don't want to see them do this modern day version, this twist of what they did in the comics, how they were portrayed in the comics. Let's fucking leave it alone and move forward like that.
Don't make Gore the God Butcher a pussy that just goes back on
come
his
on.
values,
Yes.
Don't have a bunch of kids fighting demons. Like,
yes.
What are we doing?
Don't recast Wolverine as Beyonce.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we don't want it.
No, we don't. We don't want that.
Leave our characters the way they are and fucking bring it. But what I was saying about the John Carlos Esposito role, like, when we didn't know we wanted Guardians of the Galaxy, we had no idea we needed Guardians of the Galaxy at the time. But it was cast so well, it was written so well that you fell in love with characters nobody gave a fuck about.
Yeah.
You know? So the fact that he's a villain as well, great, because the villains make the movies.
Yep.
Without a good fucking villain, the movie
Ledger
can
and the
be
Joker.
shit. Yeah. He was fucking fantastic.
I mean, as much as they nerfed him, one of the best parts about Thor: Love and Thunder was Christian Bale.
Yes.
As Gore the God Butcher.
Yes.
He was a very evil-looking villain.
But they got so caught up in making it hilarious, which there was a lot of hilarious shit.
It's kind of hard to
that
make
they
him
needed
hilarious.
They needed to set the tone darker for him.
He's got
for
the
that
dark
movie.
blade with the soul of Null in it. Like,
They should have set it a darker tone for that whole movie.
He should have killed some kids.
Yeah, even if you started funny, that's exactly
Let's
it.
waiver that line with PG-13.
Bro, you kill all the kids, and now Thor is dead ass serious.
Yeah,
now Thor is like, you fucked up so heinously. I have to get you.
It could have been like 15 minutes of humor in the beginning, and then that's all of the humor for the movie.
I also don't like Jane. Fucking Cancer Jane just showing up and cooking up Mjolnir and then being tough.
And then
like,
she's a G.
No. Like, he's the god of thunder. Mm-hmm. Random chick with cancer doesn't become god of thunder because she picks up Mjolnir. That's,
in the comics she does, actually.
I know, but that's...
Yeah, but still.
Who wrote that shit? Who wrote that shit? There's versions of Superman when he sneezes.
Kathleen Kennedy wrote it.
Yeah, I'm not sure who wrote it, but
Kathleen Kennedy.
In the comics,
I have a bone to pick with you.
In the comics, every time she has to wield the hammer, she kind of makes herself closer to
Sicker?
death whenever she puts it back down. Yes.
I hate to say this, but good.
I mean, the hammer is a magical thing, right?
Can't cure cancer though. You can fly through fucking space,
But it
control
can't
thunder, but it can't stop cells from metastasizing.
It can only cure it while you're holding it.
That's right. That's right. So never put it down.
Yeah, I'd never take it off.
Always have it strapped
I'd
to my
sleep
body.
with it on me. Just,
Melt it into my bones.
Right.
Make it a part of my body.
or you
like,
just hit the cancer with lightning in your body. Where's
yeah,
it?
bro.
Boom.
I'm in. I'm in.
I mean,
Zap
lightning
that
doesn't get rid of
bitch.
cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. I like this. Another thing that I've heard is Marvel is going to denounce the latest Black Panther and bring in a replacement.
Oh yeah,
Male
they're
role
supposedly
Black
going
Panther.
to recast his role.
I think I think enough time has passed, and it's the right move.
Disney's gonna
And it's the
overturn
right
a black
move.
roll. What?
No.
No,
They're
no.
gonna. It's gonna.
Oh my
It's
God.
still gonna be an African American
just got
cast
nervous.
member,
I got
but
sick to my stomach.
no, they're gonna
I was
get
like,
rid
oh,
of the
God, that's
girl. They're gonna get rid of the girl Black Panther.
I'm even like the anti. Well, that's good.
Yes, and make it a male Black Panther. I think they're also
That's
realizing.
probably good for your sales too.
I think
Yeah.
they're also realizing that this whole like all women led casts, as cool as it is to have like the strong female lead,
Look at
like
your sales.
you have to look at your sales and say, hey, when we were at the height, when it was the kind of the general males leading the role, leading the pack, and the tough, strong women that are in there.
You don't need to make them omnipotent to show how badass female characters can be. The other night, I was just showing Sierra like old anime.
Yes.
Like we were going through some classics, and we're watching Berserk because I
Yes.
wanted to get to the one part which is the most disturbing thing that ever happened in anime.
Yes.
So we're working our way through the Golden Age arc, and I'm looking
You're
at.
great. You're like, I'm so waiting
I'm
for
just
your
kidding.
head to
I'm
explode.
gonna leave the room.
Yes.
I'm gonna let her
like,
deal
oh,
with
you
it
know what?
the way I dealt with it.
You know what? I'm
The
gonna
trauma.
go get a coffee. I'll be
Yeah,
right back.
Yeah. I'm gonna let her enjoy that first. I'll come back in when the shock is set. But anyway, we're watching this, and there's one thing where the female character in there, Casca, right?
Yes.
She understands her limitations. She fights on the battlefield with men, kills them with her dexterity and speed with her sword, but she's still a woman.
Right.
She understands that she'll never be on the playing field of Griffith or Guts because
Right.
they're men. They
Right.
fight better. Like she'll never beat Guts in a fight. He beats
Right.
her handily every time.
Right.
Like, but you don't have to make her the most badass.
No.
There was a part in the fucking thing where she's losing the battle because it's that time of the month.
Right.
She's having cramps in the middle of a fucking battle. They made her human.
Yes.
And I'm watching this going, why don't we tell more fucking stories like this?
Yeah.
Like everyone loves Casca. She's one of my favorite female anime characters ever. You don't have to fucking give her omnipotence.
Yes.
She doesn't have to wipe out an army with a wave of her hand. No, she is a human.
Yes.
A human woman. She's Ellen Ripley. She's Sarah Connor.
Well,
She's-
it was like the thing in the Wheel of Time, right?
Right.
With the lady that had the baby with the redhead kid.
Yes.
The only thing that stopped her was the fact that she was a woman. She's murdering these men on the battlefield while having a baby. And the only moment that she's trying to have a baby.
But the fact that you made her human and
Yes.
a woman raised her level, that's all you have to do.
Yes.
Tell a story. Don't feed me bullshit. Don't show me fucking, don't show me Charlize Theron fist fighting 12 big dudes and beating the fuck. No.
Right.
If everything
No.
you're doing is perfect, then nothing you're doing matters.
Right.
Correct.
I will fuck Charlize Theron up.
Yes.
Because I'm going to watch her movie and not believe it. I won't pay to see it because I'm going to be like, no.
What
Charlize
is-
Theron can't beat me in a fight. Ever.
Spider-Man is one of the most beloved characters of all times, and it has to do with the fact that he has so many quirks.
He's human.
Right.
He's insecure. He's the nerd in school. He's human. He loves his family. Can't always even save his family members.
Yeah.
Right?
Now-
and that's what makes him such a compelling character.
Now, if you go fantasy, if you go superheroes, I'm fine with that.
Yes.
Yes, I want to see Captain Marvel whoop people's ass.
Of course.
Yes, I want to see Jean Grey as the Phoenix annihilate everyone.
Correct.
That's what I want to see because that's
Correct.
the way they are. But
Yeah,
but don't make Black Widow fucking, Black Widow ain't gonna stomp out the Hulk. Come on.
No,
What
she's
we
not.
doing?
She's not.
What we doing
But when you watch that fight scene, what she did do was evade the Hulk.
Which is fine.
Right.
That's fine.
That's perfect. That is
That's good.
it lives in her skill set.
Don't get
but
hit.
she's not gonna go one no.
Don't
If she
get
gets hit, she's dead.
You're dead.
She's a cockroach.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna
She's
get
squashed.
You're gonna get squashed.
Yeah, for sure. But that's what they need to bring it back to, the original formula. And they also realized that even with the teen Avengers, is that what they're calling them?
New Avengers.
The new Avengers, the younger group, that they're going to bring more male roles into it because
Yeah.
so far the entire team was women.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
then
Because the two guys that they would be in there were non-existent because they're from an alternate reality and they don't exist anymore.
Correct.
So
you have to realize who's going to see your movies. Nothing against female characters. I love them.
Yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
saying,
Absolutely.
when I create a character in a video game, it's not a female.
Right.
Rarely. Unless
Right.
I'm building like a weird magical build or stealth. Like whatever.
Right.
But I mean, most of the time, the people that are going, we want to see, you know,
The representation,
representation.
that we grew up with.
Don't force me to enjoy it. You know
Yes.
know
Yeah.
your audience. That's all it is.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm happy after Deadpool. I just hope they could keep the momentum.
Yeah,
and that they don't fuck it up.
When Marvel was at its pinnacle with Endgame. And Endgame was the #1 franchise in the world. It's the biggest movie ever. It's like, holy fuck, this is awesome. And then it's just been sliding down a hill.
Yep.
It's just been sliding down a hill. And sometimes that hill's been pretty fucking steep, like the Marvels.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's been bad. Like Disney Plus has done a lot to really make sure that slope is greased.
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman have managed to stop the descent, and now it looks like we might be going up another fucking hill.
Yes.
Yeah,
We're still way the fuck down here,
Bro.
but we're going back up.
Yeah.
I walked into Publix this morning to get some breakfast with my Deadpool jersey and my head held high.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, we're back, bitches.
We are.
We're
We
fucking
are.
back.
And it's what we wanted. We were talking for months leading up to this, a year leading up to this, saying,
Yeah.
I really hope Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman can deliver and say it, and I think they have.
Yes.
I would give it a 10.
Yes.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah,
I
it
would
was
give
fantastic.
I would give it a 10 as well. And
I
you know
love
what? That's where we'll end it, guys. Can't get better than that. Thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom podcast, where you can find us on all your social media platforms at
Sofa Kingdom OFC,
and on YouTube at
Sofa Kingdom Podcast.
Ian. Take us away.
Oh yeah, and the Olympics is going.
Oh, yeah, that
okay.
thing.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
you know
that.
what do you think of that fucking opening sequence with the Last Supper?
The transgender Last Supper?
Get the fuck out of my face. Get
I was
the
just-
fuck out of
All
my
I could
face.
think about was all the soldiers that died on Normandy, just being
Yeah.
like, oh goddamn, we saved you people? Fuck. Fuck.
That's why some of them got to be left to die, bro.
That's right. Well, this is why France would repeatedly lose wars to England.
But here's the thing. Like, if it was done to them, flip those roles,
Yep.
there would be such an outrage.
Like if you had if we held the Olympics and it was like George Washington going across the Delaware with like a big cock out. like, oh wait, what?
America, fuck yeah. Yeah.
I will say this though. Did you see the metal concert?
It did not.
Oh my. Oh, we'll show that then.
All right.
The French metal band Gojira, which is it's a Japanese word for Godzilla.
Yeah.
They played